Hi.
We are.
I've only just started reading your writings and listening to your DVDs. I've not wanted to come to a teaching which was the law of attraction, and I've been put off by any idea of coming to that for a long time, because I've been more following an idea of what Eckhart or other teachers would say: instead of getting what you want what you get. And so, in other words, not trying to create a reality, but trying to bring myself into alignment with that which accepts whatever reality gives.
Oh, there's power and value in that perspective, and it's not apart from what we are teaching here.
I've sort of seen that while I've been here. In a way, there's a melding of both. You both get what you want and want what you get.
Well, here is the distinction that you're looking for, and we can speak it, and you're ready to hear it, and it will click into place for you. We speak about law of attraction as the law that manages vibration. But our emphasis here is about the art of allowing, which is finding a stance, an attitude or a mood or a vibration somehow, some way, that puts you in a place where you then allow what you naturally want. And so the reason that there is so much power and absolute truth in what you just expressed to us is that when you find a way of being satisfied with what is, there's no resistance, which is the only thing that holds you apart from what you want.
Yeah.
So it is, we're all saying some of the same things. And in that sense, exactly the same thing. It's just a matter of finding your way to it. Most people offer almost all of their vibration. Let's start in another place. What you are focused upon is vibrating. And as you focus upon it, you activate the vibration of that within you. And then it becomes your point of attraction. So law of attraction answers that signal. So most people are offering their vibrational signal completely because of what they're observing. So if they're observing something pleasing, that's the signal they offer, so they get some of that back. But if they're observing something not pleasing, that's the signal they're offering, so they get some of that back. So most people are offering their signal sort of by default. They're not really thinking about it. They're just having knee-jerk responses to life. So if that's where you're at, and that's where most people are at, and then someone says to you, like where you are, people have a hard time getting their thoughts around that, because there is so much that they are observing, or maybe even so much that they're living, that they don't like. And it's a hard understanding to accept. So we sort of took an end run around that a little bit by wanting to help people to understand that we're not encouraging you to accept the aspects of your life that you don't want. So early in our explaining, we began talking about pivoting, that when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, and try to orient yourself to the what I do want side of it, because everything is about attraction, and you are the one who is setting up the vibration that is your point of attraction, and no one else can do it for you. It's really lovely when someone comes into your experience who is pleasing to behold, because while you're pleased, while you're beholding them, then your point of attraction improves. But it's not a good thing to become dependent upon needing pleasing things to control your vibration. You never are free, and you never really feel good, and you never really become who you are until you really understand how it all fits together and get control of your vibration regardless of what's going on around you. This is really leading edge conversation that we're having here.
But, I mean, exactly like that. If you're always trying to put yourself into a better feeling tone by changing the situation for yourself mentally or physically or otherwise, then there is no acceptance or coming to terms with what was ugly or otherwise.
Well, the thing is, if you come
If you try and change your reality, there's not a melding with what you find is unacceptable.
Here's the thing that there's a little stickiness going on in the conversation that we're having, and that is every subject is really two subjects, wanted and absence of it. Every wave has two sides of the wave, the sound wave, the vibrational wave. So when you know what you don't want, whether you are able to articulate it or not, there is a vibrational counterpart of what you do want. And so the question that is really the question that we're wanting you to be aware of all day, every day is, so you've got a subject activated within you. Where are you? What is the tendency that you are leaning toward? Are you leaning in the direction of the wanted or the unwanted? And most people are leaning in the direction of what they've got in terms of manifestation, because most people are leaning in the direction of whatever they're observing. And you cannot deliberately progress if you're only looking at what is. You have to be able to find a focal point beyond what is if you are to move beyond what is. Because what is can only yield you what is. So if you're merely observing, so when you put it all together and you realize that what is has created an improved version, the vibration of a question and a vibration of the answer are two very different vibrations. The vibration of a problem and a vibration of a solution are two very different vibrations. So if you are accepting the problem and focused upon the problem and dissecting the problem, then you are not a vibrational match to the solution. You might be letting the problem train you into a stronger and stronger vibration. So, but what you're saying is different. What you're saying is different from what we just said. What you're saying is not an acceptance or an embracing of the problem, but no longer railing against it. And we're saying as long as you are not in resistance of the solution, then the solution, it's like, this is the best way we've ever said it. It's like there's a cork bobbing on the surface of the water, and that cork in this analogy represents your alignment with who you are and all that you want. It's enlightenment, it's love, it's worthiness, it's tuned in, tapped in, turned on, it's pure positive energy. Now you can hold that cork under the water and disallow its buoyancy. But when you let go of the cork, it's going to bob right back up. And so that's what you're saying to us. If I'm not beating the drum of the unwanted, won't I naturally rise to the surface? And the answer to that is yes, 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 yes. And that's what's at the heart of those teachings that you are talking about. And it's accurate teaching. We will agree with it wholeheartedly. It's just that people aren't very good at letting go of the cork. And almost always in their attention to the aspects of life that they do not want, they train themselves into the denser vibration rather than allowing the purer vibration. Did we clarify it for you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you did.